We're here at Northshore in Itchenor, near Chichester, the home of Southerly Yachts, and we've got a Southerly 115 to take across to Jersey. 19th of February to mid-February, still winter. We've got a little weather window, a little bit of high pressure has formed, getting squeezed by a low, but it looks like we can do it. We're going to go through the boat, get all the systems working. The yard here have had the boat for a little while. The owners have bought the boat from here, so it's had lots of service work done to it, and work done on the drop keel, and it looks really nice. We've just been on board, opened up, found the keys, so Susan's looking for all the systems, getting everything going. Hopefully leaving in the morning. Should be good. Looks like a very nice boat. Right, let's go on board and have a look. That's a big centre cockpit. An aft cabin. Lots of room in the cockpit. Very nice. I like about the Southerlys, you've got these great big windows in the cabin. Really lovely view. Nice berth up in the bow. 2 berths there, lovely. It's in nice condition. Lovely galley area. And then the aft cabin. Let's go and have a look at the aft cabin.
So when we get onto a new boat, one of the best things to do is just to have a good look around and become familiar with the boat. There are several things that we go through and we check, and I'm doing a rig check at the moment. I'm just going to go through the boat, just have a look at all the split pins, make sure they're all in, feel the lines, get familiar with everything, and just feel happy that I can go sailing on the boat tomorrow. The option we've decided is to leave nice and early at first light tomorrow morning, top of the high tide, and take the tide out of Chichester Harbour, down past the Isle of Wight, and then across towards Cherbourg. This means that we're not worrying too much about hitting tidal gate around Alderney and the Alderney race, and then it's just 15 miles around to the Alderney race, and we can do that all in the light, and then do the final passage down into Jersey and St Helier with good visibility and with the tide perfectly timed to be with us.
This is 6 o'clock in the morning when we're due to leave, so you've got this high pressure circling around here on the Bay of Biscay, and it's going to give us some nice west winds to start off with. We're coming out of Chichester Harbour here. We'll tuck in behind the lee of the island and then come out round St Catherine's Point and get a bit breezy here, and the channel's always choppy with 20 knots of wind in the shallow channel. It can get a bit choppy, but a bit lumpy out of here, and then we're crossing across the Cherbourg. But this is showing 15 knots of wind. Oh, look here. Yeah, 15 knots of westerly wind, which will be very nice. We roll the time on a little bit. There's lunchtime, 18 knots of breeze. This bit here is just getting the high 20s, and then 15 knots coming into the afternoon, and then it's going slightly northwesterly, so it'll be a lovely starboard tack beam reach most of the way across the Cherbourg. What we do also do with windy is use the wind gusts. So if you go over here and select wind gusts, it looks a totally different picture, and it's really important. We've been lulled into a false sense of security many times, thinking, oh, it's only 15 knots. But if you look at the 15 knots we did have earlier, it's now gusting 22, so we should be prepared. So we can see the weather's mostly westerly wind, and then it goes northwesterly. And as we come through the night and we're heading towards Cherbourg, the wind falls away even more, which is nice. Go to sea?
Yeah, always ready to go to sea.
Well, we had a good start this morning. It's 11 o'clock now. We got away at 7. Took the tide out at Chichester, which was good. The bar was very easy and nice. And then we've passed the lee of the island off St Catherine's Point, and the seas have got quite big and lumpy. We've got 20 knots of apparent wind, up to 20 knots at the moment. So we've got a reef headsail and a reef main, doing good speeds. It's a fast boat, 6.5, 7s. Very good, so it's comfortable, a lumpy sea, but she's dry and yeah, nice. Getting into the rhythm of it again. A bit chilly in February, but all good. So we've got the AIS running here. We've got 3 vessels, one directly ahead of us, one about 1 o'clock, and one over here coming on our starboard side. We're just keeping an eye on them. We're going to pass in front of this one here, but behind that one there. We've got the closest point of approach details on, and we've got sighting. We've got our eyes on them. See out the window here. There's one. Passed over that way. That was the one ahead of us. We've got one just there. You might be able to see. There you go. There he is. That is the one that's going to pass in front of us, and then we've got one out this window. There is he. There he is. You can just see him. He's going to go behind us.
We're just about halfway across the channel, which is good news. The seas have calmed down a lot, believe it or not. It was quite lumpy earlier, but the wind and the tides are now in the same direction, so we don't have wind over tide anymore. We seem to be past the busy shipping channel. The sun's come out and all is well. Well, after a fairly lumpy day, we're ending on a positive note with a lovely beef stroganoff.
Bit of a murky day today with low mist and drizzle. You can just about make out Alderney there. Sea's a little choppy, wind over tide, not too bad. We've got 11-12 knots on the nose and 3 knots of tide under the keel. Finally the wind's calmed down, all that wind we had on the nose and all that wind over tide and that chop. We've got quite a big swell out here for around Jersey. I know there's a good surfing scene here, I can see why. It's coming up the channel from the low pressure that's out in Biscay at the moment. Clouds cleared little and lifted and gave us some brightness. We've got a lot of mist and drizzle today. We could hardly see Guernsey, but we're probably another hour and 20 minutes away from being in, so we're very pleased.